On today's episode of Let's Watch a True Crime Doc, because we're being lazy and it's a holiday, join me in watching A Boston Murder. It's on HBO Max, and I feel like it's going to make me angry. Let's go.
The guy had on an Adidas tracksuit. Typical. Adidas tracksuit was the outfit of black kids in Boston in the late 80s, early 90s. Everything was Adidas. It was so open-ended. It was so generic, the description.
Why would I shoot the pregnant woman fatally in the head and shoot him in the side? If we're going to kill someone, it would be the immediate threat, which to me would be the man. All of these things are absolutely worth interrogating on day one. But it didn't happen in a vacuum in the city. This was building.
What if the husband did it? I can't say I was that smart. I don't know who can. I was more skeptical of what the police were doing and propping up.
We used to read the South End News, and they had the crime reporter. It's what everybody went to first. And we would read it. Assailant advanced on a couple with knives, got $25 in cash and fled on foot. That was Tony. Crime and people trying to get fast money and drug dealers, all that was all around us. But this crime didn't make any sense. If this crime made sense, this thing would happen a lot more. So either this is the dumbest criminal in history, the most unlucky criminal in history, or this is bullshit.
They were pulled off the case because they were immediately skeptical of the story. They interviewed Stewart in his hospital room and immediately thought the story didn't add up. People above them had bought into this narrative that this must be what happened. And nobody was supposed to question it.
So this man and his wife are driving in the black part of a Boston neighborhood, and he calls 911, says that he and his wife have been shot. Now, on the phone, you can hear it's fake. It's very fake. This is the beginning of it. Anyway, so he finally gets the police over there to him, and they asking about the assailant, and he's like, he's a black man in an Adidas tracksuit. That's all he says.
My brother, prior to September, for a year and a half, in the light of my mother being ill, he approached me and said, I think we should patch things up. In that same conversation, he asked me to help him out. He wanted to do this thing in town where all I had to do was drive up to him and he'd throw me a bag and I'd just drive up. He said, I'll meet you Sunday, the 22nd, at Mom and Dad's house, and I'll take you through where this is going to go down. And he took me down Francis Street and said, I'm going to be coming out of that garage.
Mr. Charles Stewart as a suspect. Arrangements were made for Charles Stewart's brother to come to my office. During the course of the evening, several members and close friends of the Stewart family gave statements.
Now, during this time in the 80s, Boston is known as one of the most racist cities in the U.S. And so they do the background of how Boston ended up like being the most racist city in the U.S. or whatever. And this man knows this at this time, but yet and still he says a black man in an Adidas tracksuit.
Wouldn't it also culpated Willie Bennett and clearly inculpated Charles Stewart in the murder of his wife and infant son?
I walked in the office at about 7:30, and Mayor Flynn, in a way that was completely unlike him, was sort of leaning over the desk and hunched said Charles Stewart killed his wife. He just jumped off the Tobin Bridge and killed himself.
So the police are going around harassing all the black men in the neighborhood where they were shot. Mind you, they drove to a black neighborhood and then all of a sudden they're shot and all that stuff. The first investigators do not believe the story, but they're kicked off because this white couple have been shot by this black man. But they were like, she's a pregnant white woman. Why was she a bigger threat than him? Because everybody keeps talking about he's this big guy. Like, stuff is not adding up, but it doesn't matter because it was a white couple and they were shot by a black man in a black neighborhood. Come to find out, nobody ate because the man got found out. His family knew he set this up. One of the brothers helped him set this up and told on him. Snitched like a mug. Snitched. And so then the man jumps off the bridge. And so there's no justice for this woman. And he caused unrest in this city because the police was getting everybody. A Boston Murder, HBO Max. Go watch it. This is the nuts stuff that I watch because I'm bored. I'm a terrible wife. I ain't got nothing else to do. And today's a holiday. Whatever. Y'all go watch it.